Hey yo, so check this craziness out, man. I just did this video already, but my OBS wasn't even connected to this YouTube account, man. But whatever, I'm gonna sit through it. I'm gonna watch it again with y'all, man. Cause fuck it, why not, man? Y'all showed me a lot of love in the last video. My last video on Young Thug and Gunna situation down in Atlanta, man. So I'm like, let me drop off another one. The watch hours is increasing. I got new subscribers. New milestone is 500. Let's just get 500. We at 205. Let's get the 500 subscribers, yo. I don't know what we gonna do at 500, but we gonna do something cool, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? So this whole situation, the last video we did, we really didn't really learn nothing about what's going on down there in Atlanta with Young Thug and the RICO charge and all that, man. Cause that RICO charge is deadly, man. That it's a hard thing to beat, cause you know what I'm saying, you battling your affiliation, and YSL and Young Thug go together like peanut butter and jelly. So you know what I mean? So we, without no further ado, man, we're gonna get into this joint right here, man. Let's see what's going on.
Young Thug is a certified rap legend. He may have a different sound and dress crazy, but Thug is really from the streets. Over the years, he's been...
Yo, when he first came out, the first song I heard him, I'm not gonna say when he first came out. I don't know the exact, but I feel like everybody else outside of Atlanta maybe. Lifestyle and Pass Me the Hookah. I think Pass Me the Hookah first with Tiger. One of those two was the first one. It was not it for me. I didn't understand them. Wasn't jacking it. A couple years passed. It took Migos. Once I got into Migos, I was able to get into other Atlanta shit. Like I understood it now, so I could go back to those Pass Me the Hookah and Lifestyle and all that. And I get the flow. I get the vibe. Still don't really know all the words, but I get the vibe now.
Other artists, and now
he was wearing dresses and the piercings and everything. It was just off. Like if we would have go, yo, this dude one day is gonna be one of the biggest dudes in Atlanta hip hop. Niggas would not believe it. You wouldn't believe it.
I'm back around.
I wouldn't believe it.
Thug, Gunna, and 26 other YSL affiliates have been named in a 56-count indictment that could put them all away for life. Here's what's happening. On Monday, May 9th, Young Thug's crib in Atlanta was raided by police. Cops tore his house apart, taking walls down and digging up his yard for evidence. Thug was booked from the Fulton County Jail on conspiracy to violate.
Let me see. Associates of Enterprise, Young Slime Life, YSL, the defendants conspired to associate together with others for the common purpose of illegally obtaining money and property through a pattern of racketeering activity and conducting and participating in the enterprise through a pattern of racketeering activity. And for instance of the conspiracy, the defendants engaged in the activities. I can't even make out that word. But the objectives of the conspiracy included, but were not limited to, preserving, protecting, and enhancing the power, territory, and the enterprise through acts of racketeering activity, including murder, assault, and threats of violence.
Influence and Corrupt Organizations Act and participation in criminal activity. According to the 88-page indictment, Thug started YSL in 2012, and the gang has engaged in all kinds of criminal activity over the years, including murder, attempted murder, drug dealing, carjacking, and even shooting at Lil Wayne's tour bus back in 2015. Some of the crimes Thug wasn't even charged for, but was still accused of being involved in, like threatening to kill a dude at a mall and possession of meth with intent to distribute. Plus, he allegedly rented a car that was used during the murder of YFN Lucci's homie, Donovan Big Nut Thomas.
Whoa.
In January 2015, Big Nut was standing on the street in Atlanta when someone drove by and started letting off shots.
No disrespect to him, but the name Big Nut is crazy.
Nut was killed, and 2 innocent bystanders was also hit, but survived. No one knows for sure who was behind the hit, but some rumors say that YSL was involved. Now Thug's been named for renting a car that was used in the drive-by, and 5 other YSL affiliates have been charged for murder, including Yak Gotti, who signed the Thug's label. Even though 28 YSL members have been indicted, Thug's lawyers still claim that it's not a gang. His lawyer, Brian Steele, told the New York Times, Mr. Williams comes from an incredible, horrible upbringing, and he's conducted himself throughout his life in a way that is just to marvel at.
Right.
He's committed no crime whatsoever.
Damn, look at my
the
boy.
indictment is baseless.
They got my boy handcuffed. Because once them handcuffs go on you, you're done. You're no longer control. You're no longer the pilot of this plane. It's over for you. The state officially tells you what to do. Where you could go, for how long, when to shower, when to eat, when to blah, blah, blah. And I'm pretty sure he's standing outside his big-ass compound because I know he bought acres or some shit like that, they said. It's crazy.
Gunna was also named in the indictment and charged with a count of racketeering. The
Look at
document
my
showed
boy,
that he's
man.
been accused of
Exactly,
receiving
like, he
stolen
don't
property.
even look like Gunna. That's how Gunna look. Like, this nigga
Also
don't
named
look
in the
like
indictment
Gunna.
and charged with a count of racketeering. The document showed that he's been accused of receiving stolen property and drug possession with intent to distribute. Thug and Gunna's individual charges ain't that serious. But since it's a RICO case, they can go down for any crimes committed by other YSL affiliates. According to
RICO,
reporter
man.
Michael Seaton, the prosecution plans on using Thug and Gunna's lyrics and music videos in the case against him. They've used this tactic against rappers before. Back in October, the feds unsealed an indictment against 5 members of O Block in Chicago for the murder of FBG Duck and accused them of using social media and music to further their...
If I had $1 for every project building in New York City that's ever been raided and the police took down gangs, I'd be a rich man. Sadly, the cycle still continues because today it's still youth that still do the stupid shit. I'm like, if you gonna do anything criminal-wise, go watch some videos, watch these YouTube videos so you can know what not to do. Like setting up your operation in one place where they could come and just get everybody. One sweep.
activities. The Atlanta District Attorney said in a press conference, social media is a wonderful tool for prosecutors in every indictment we bring nowadays. I believe in the First Amendment. However, it does not protect people from prosecutors using it as evidence if it is such. Some of the lyrics cited in the case include Thug's verse on the track Slatty, where he rapped, "I killed his man in front of his mama, like f*** lil' bruh, sister, and his cousin." The documents also list his lyrics from Slime Shit, where he says, "This that slime shit, this that mob shit, f*** the judge, YSL, this that mob life." They also include lyrics from when Thug sent shots at YFN on the track Ew, saying, "All I ever wanted was the money. Put your hands in the air if you dare. Any motherfucker step over here, F&M put him in a wheelchair." Another dude named in the YSL indictment is Big Brisk.
I'm like, yo, that's how I know I don't be knowing his lyrics. Because I'm like, bro, I don't think I know those lyrics.
He was already facing attempted murder after allegedly shooting a cop in February. He was wanted for an alleged robbery from October, where he stole a Rolex, iPhone, Gucci wallet, and diamond earrings. According to the police, Brisk bragged about the lick on social
Material crap. That's not worth you sitting in jail, bro.
media, which helped them solve the case. When the cops tried to arrest him, Brisk pulled out a gun and shot at them, hitting police officer David Rogers 4 times in his shoulder, once in his knee, and once on the side of his head.
Oh,
Brisk was arrested anyway,
on, bro.
so he almost killed a cop for no reason.
It's a black cop, bro. Like, you know what you doing. So it's like, bro, it's either you gonna escape before they get to you, or just take your shit on the chin, man. What the fuck you gonna... He just doing his job.
Facing 15 more charges and a new indictment, too. The indictment says, after Big Nut was killed in 2015, Brisk said in 2 separate videos that some people get killed, bro, from me and YSL. And I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that body. After Rogers was shot, the Atlanta Police Department put out a statement saying YSL has a reputation for ruthless pedestrian and home invasion style robberies and drive-by shootings resulting in death and serious injury. Before Big Nut was...
I don't know why dudes of this generation can't look at the past generations like, we probably shouldn't do teams and groups and flags and colors and gang chants and logos, and it should be so subliminal that they don't know what it is. It shouldn't be so blatantly subliminal. Like you get like, say like the Hoovers and Astros, Houston Astro, where it was subliminal to a point, but then now all of y'all wear it, so it's not even subliminal no more. It's pretty blatant that that's just some shit y'all wear. You get what I'm saying? Like, niggas don't think, like, police is watching, bro. On all levels, they were watching. So stop making teams and hand signs and handshakes. Stop doing that. Cause y'all not, you think it's incognito, but it's not. Because you end up looking like the only people doing it. You get what I'm saying? That's why some of these other weird creep crazy craps get to happen in the world because they so discreet. They're so subliminal with it. Like the whole Pizzagate shit. It'll be smacking your face. But if you don't know what it is, you get what I'm saying? You don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? You won't even think it is what it is.
In 2015, YSL and YFN ain't had no beef, but Nut was one of Lucci's closest homies, and his death caused a split, not just between the crews, but the entire city of Atlanta. Rappers
crazy.
who used to rock with Lucci,
I had no clue that these two was beefing ever.
Thug had to choose sides. And then, more violence built into the streets. Atlanta District Attorney Fannie Willis said Big Nut's death created violence like Atlanta has never seen. Lucci claimed his home was shot up multiple times. Not long after, he and Thug started taking shots at each other on social media. Lucci also went after Thug's fiance, Jerica Carle, tweeting, "I know you miss laying on that sofa with me, girl. #RICO. And I got your on a leash." Then he posted private messages that was allegedly between him and Jerica. I got your on a leash. Then he posted private messages that was allegedly between him and Jerica.
Oh, man.
Responded and tweeted, "Shout out Solo Lucci, Young King. Then, if any upcoming rapper want to be put on, let's make music. I don't want to beef." They sent shots back and forth for a minute, then the beef.
I'm like somebody said, Young Thug hit my line. He's not gonna hit your line, buddy.
Someone else they like. In 2018, YSL Duke almost got killed outside of a strip club. Surveillance footage shows Duke leaving the club when two dudes come from behind and start following them. He turns around and sees them, then takes off running as one of them pulls out a pistol and starts letting off shots. Duke managed to get away without getting hit, but he could have easily been killed. No one knows why the shooting went down, but rumors say YFN was involved. Then, in 2019, Thug hopped on IG Live and threatened to slap Lucci and Sauce Walker.
What?
They both clapped back on social media, and Lucci was almost killed a month later. Police in Atlanta pulled up to the...
Sauce Walker from Houston, though? I thought Sauce Walker was from Houston.
The shooting and found Lucci's car lit up with bullets. There was a victim who got hit twice, but it wasn't Lucci. They sent more shots at each other online, and it seemed like only a matter of time before someone else got hurt or killed. But before that happened, Lucci got arrested for his alleged involvement in a shooting from 2020.
I don't even know what he initially
Lucci and three other
he got locked up for. Like, I think he in jail now or something like that. Like, I know he was in jail during COVID.
Affiliates drove around in known enemy territory and shot at a group of their ops. The other crew fired back and hit Lucci's homie James Adams in the head. Then the other dudes in the car pushed Adams out and left him to die in the street. The police believe Lucci was the driver and not a shooter, but he was still charged with murder, aggravated assault, participating in criminal street activity, and possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. He was originally granted bond and released on house arrest, but he violated it by going to a strip club and a recording studio, so he got sent back to jail. While still locked up for the drive-by, Lucci was named in the RICO case centered around YFN. According to prosecutors, Lucci and a rapper from Miami named CP3 linked up and used their music to unite blood sets in Atlanta and Miami. Getting hit with a RICO charge is bad enough, but then Lucci almost lost his life behind bars. In February 2022, he claimed someone stabbed him from behind and there was a bounty on his head. Then, TMZ released a report of a fight between him and another inmate who both had sharp objects. Allegedly, Lucci yelled, "I feel like killing this," during the fight and was later treated for a cut on his head. It ain't clear if it's a targeted hit on Lucci or just a random fight. The prosecutors in the YSL case are claiming they was behind the stabbing attempt. According to authorities, Big Briss and a YSL affiliate named Antonio Sumlin asked Thug for permission to take Lucci out behind bars. It might not have been anyone associated with YSL who actually attacked Lucci, but the police have evidence that they was at least planning the hit. After Thug was arrested, rumors started going around that it had something to do with the death of Lakeivia Jackson, the mother of one of Thug's sons. She was shot and killed at an Atlanta bowling alley back in March after allegedly getting into a fight with another group of people. The Atlanta DA, Fannie Willis, addressed the rumors and said she don't believe there's any connection between Thug's alleged gang activity and Jackson's death. Willis did say that she believes gang activity is causing the vast majority of violence in Atlanta. At a news conference in April, she said, "I am not impressed with the fact that you are a rapper. That's not going to keep you from being indicted by default. If they committed acts of violence, and if we have enough evidence to substantiate that, you're going to see indictments." Violence in Atlanta has exploded this year. As of April 23rd, there have been 60% more homicides than last year. Criminal justice professor Dean Dabney says that DA Willis is going after the wrong targets. He says her claims about 80% of violence coming from gangs is wrong and that he sees no convincing systematic evidence that substantiates that. Even if the DA is not right about her gang violence claims, That's not stopping her from going after them with everything in her power. RICO charges can be almost impossible to beat at the federal level, but since this is still a Georgia state case, Thug might have a chance. His lawyer Brian Steele seems confident he can get Thug off. He told a CNN affiliate, the response to any allegation is Mr. Williams committed no crime whatsoever, and we will fight to my last.
We've seen it before.
Blood to clear him. Gunna and Thug received more bad news after the initial story broke. When the police raided Thug's home, they ended up finding enough evidence to charge him with 7 more felonies, including possession of a firearm during commission of a felony, possession of a sawed-off shotgun, sawed-off rifle, machine gun, dangerous weapon, or silencer, and others.
Right.
It sounds like Thug had enough high-powered weapons to start his own war, and the district attorney thinks he already did. According to her, YSL could be responsible for up to 50 bodies since 2015. Thug requested bond after his arrest, but Judge Robert Wolf decided that he's a flight risk and might commit more felonies if he's released. Thug's lawyer asked Wolf to consider releasing him with an ankle monitor, but the judge refused and said he has a lot of support outside the state of Georgia. It might be hard to get him back to the state, even though his charges are way less serious.
To play devil's advocate, he probably can. You know, he got a lot of connections. He is famous. A lot of other people or other states, you know, he could get a plane, he could get a private jet easily. So he could get about this shit pretty fast. Like, the judge is not dumb, but come on, son. I don't think he'll do that. Let that man go to his crib, sit down, and comfort before it's over, man.
Gunna was also denied bond after he turned himself in early Wednesday morning. Now both of them will be sitting in jail until their next court date. Hopefully they don't get hit with any more charges in the meantime. But
so wait, were they looking for him, or did he just like, everybody locked up, I'm about to go get locked up too, because nigga turned himself in. But they locked everybody else up.
As the story develops.
All right, man. It's your boy. That was the joint. Now we are in tune. We know what is going on. Even though I did not retain that information, and I watched it twice, back to back, just for y'all, because I had to drop another video. Y'all showed too much love on the last one, so it's only right, man. Shout out to all the new subscribers, man. Shout out to the new subscribers, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Drop in the comment section any suggestions to react to anything, watch anything, bro. I'm gonna do it immediately. 24-hour turnaround. I promise, man. No luck, man. 500.